Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the AFC House, the home of Asian football, right here in Kuala Lumpur. I'm Alexandra, and I'm delighted to be here today to guide you through the knockout stage draw of the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 season. I know that this is an event that everyone is very much looking forward to, especially the 8 clubs who will be in the hat for the draw as they eagerly wait to find out who they'll be facing in the second edition of this prestigious tournament. Now, we've made it to this point after a truly intense and thrilling group stage that took place last November. So before we move on, let's look back and relive some of those exciting moments. Hard-fought battles across all 3 groups which showcase the very best of women's club football in Asia, and we can surely look forward to more of the same when the knockout stage takes place in March. Now, before we begin, let's take a moment to understand how this draw will work. So please, turn your attention back to the screen for the draw mechanism video.
AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 knockout stage draw mechanism. Participating clubs. Upon the completion of the group stage, the following 8 participating clubs have advanced to the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 knockout stage. Competition format. The knockout stage shall consist of the quarter-finals and the centralized finals. All matches shall be played in accordance with the AFC competitions calendar. Draw principles. Seeding and pot allocation. The 8 participating clubs of each region are seeded into 2 pots based on the results of the group stage. Participating clubs from the same group of the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 group stage shall not play against each other in the quarterfinals. The draw software shall ensure that group protection is applied not only to the participating clubs already drawn, but also to those yet to be drawn, to prevent deadlock situations. Draw procedures. 8 participating clubs are divided into 2 pots as per the seeding and pot allocation principle. The draw will commence in order of pot 2 and pot 1. Each pot will be completely empty before moving on to the next pot. Participating clubs from pot 2 will be allocated as Team B of each pairing in the quarterfinals in the order of quarterfinal 1, quarterfinal 2, quarterfinal 3 and quarterfinal 4. Subsequently, participating clubs from pot 1 will be allocated as Team A of the first possible pairing in the quarterfinals, in order of quarterfinal 1, quarterfinal 2, quarterfinal 3 and quarterfinal 4, taking into consideration the group protection principle. This shall conclude the draw for the AFC Women's Champions League 2025-26 knockout stage.
That surely provides us with a clear and concise breakdown of what lies ahead. And now, to lead us through today's draw ceremony, please join me in welcoming to the stage our draw conductor for the afternoon, Ms. Jessie Dye, the Head of Competition Strategy at the AFC Competition and Football Events Division. Jessie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Alex. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today as we look forward to the knockout ties of this season's AFC Women's Champions League. This competition was inaugurated in 2024, and already we have received encouraging interests and witnessed positive impacts from our clubs and member associations. Including the preliminary stage, a record number of 25 clubs took part in this 2025-26 season. And for the upcoming knockout stage, there are 3 clubs who made their continental debut in this season, while 2 more sides have also reached this stage for the first time ever. Of course, the reigning champion Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC and the last season's finalists Melbourne City FC are still in contention, so today's draw will be a really interesting one. To refresh our memory of each of the 8 clubs, please take a look at this next video. Those are 8 clubs that are set to meet in the quarterfinals. And to help us determine who they will face, we have invited a special guest today to be our draw assistant, a former AFC Youth Player of the Year and an Under-17 World Cup winner. She's an iconic figure for her club as well as a full Japan international. So let's find out who she is. Let's give a round of applause to our draw assistant, Ricardo Kobayashi. Hello, Ricardo. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur, joining us today's draw. How are you feeling?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you for inviting me. And I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm so grateful to be here.
It's great to have you. Don't worry, you will be doing fine today. And we know that you are currently playing with the club in the Women's Champions League, and you have reached the knockout stage. How do you feel about it, reaching the knockout stage in a competition debut?
I'm so happy to reach the knockout stage.
Indeed, it's a good journey for the club, and we know that you have actually played with the club in the previous pilot tournament, AFC Women's Club Championship in 2019, and your club won the title of that pilot tournament. How do you feel the main differences between now and then and now in terms of women's football in Asia?
I think the level is higher than before.
Indeed, we have more clubs, more competitive matches in our competitions. And last but not least, I would like to say that we're really happy to see you back in action after a long time out of injury. And then with your domestic league coming up, as well as the quarterfinals of the Women's Champions League, what is your expectation of your club, and then how would you think you will help them to achieve the goals?
My position is 9 or 10, so I want to score for my team. No injury and enjoy football.
Yeah, that's great. I think you are saying for all the players and athletes that no injury and enjoy football, enjoy the game. Thank you for sharing your insights with us. And without further ado, let us begin today's draw. Could you please go to your position behind the pot 2? And as introduced in the draw mechanism video, we will start today's draw with the clubs in pot 2. They will be positioned in Team B of each pairing. So let's mix the club well and then draw the first club of today.
AFC NASA.
PFC Nasaf from Uzbekistan. They qualified as the runner-up of Group B, and it is the second appearance of PFC Nasaf in the AFC Women's Champions League. They have made a big step forward by reaching the knockout stage compared to the last season where they finished their journey in the preliminary stage. PFC Nasaf is drawn as Team B for quarterfinal 1. Now let's continue for the next club, please.
Stallion Laguna FC.
Stallion Laguna FC from the Philippines. It is their continental debut in this season. Representing Philippines women's football, they came through the preliminary stage and passed the group stage. Now they have reaching the quarterfinals. Stallion Laguna FC is drawn to quarterfinal 2 as Team B. Let's continue for the third club, please.
Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC.
Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC is their second season in the AFC Women's Champions League. And in the last time in the inaugural competition, they did really well by reaching the semifinals. Now they are in the knockout stage again. Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC is drawn as Team B for quarterfinal 3. Now our last club for Pot 2.
Suwon FC Women.
Suwon FC Women from the Korean Republic. They are the second Korean club to be in the AFC Women's Champions League and making the club's continental debut this time. They came through a really hard-fought group in the group stage and qualified as the best third-place team from the group stage. And they will be placed as Team B of quarterfinal 4. That gives us all the Team B from Pot 2. And now, to find out who their opponents are, let's move on to Pot 1. So, Rikako, please. Same procedure as Pot 2. We will only have one principle, which is the group protection principle that we will be notified. So, let's start the draw for Pot 1.
Melbourne City FC.
Melbourne City FC, an Australian club, and of course, the finalist in the last season. They narrowly missed winning the champion in the last final match. And here again, Melbourne City FC is in the knockout stage in the quarterfinals. We will see how they will perform in this season. Melbourne City FC will be playing with PFC Nasaf in the quarterfinal 1. Let's continue for the next club, please.
Wuhan Janda Women's FC.
Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC, the defending champion from China. They have completed their domestic league for the latest season. Unfortunately, their consecutive victory has come to an end. However, they still stand a chance to qualify to the next seasons of the AFC Women's Champions League by defending their continental title in the following knockout stage matches. Wuhan Jiangda Women's FC will be going to quarterfinal 4, playing with Suwon FC Women because of the group protection principle. Now let's continue with the next club, please.
Tokyo Verdy Beleza.
Tokyo Verdy Beleza from Japan is also the club that Rikako is playing with, and they are the debutant in this season's AFC Women's Champions League, but they are no stranger to the Continental Women's Club competition. As we have introduced, they have won the pilot tournament in 2019, and now they are in the knockout stage, came through a difficult group from the group stage, but they have won the champion in the winner of that group. Tokyo Verdy Beleza will be playing with Stallion Laguna FC in quarterfinal 2, and now we have our last club of today.
Nagoyan Women's FC.
Nagoyan Women's FC from DPR Korea, and also the first club from DPR Korea to play in the continental competition. As a debutant in the competition, they came through the preliminary stage, and now in quarterfinals, they will be playing with Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC in quarterfinal 3. That concludes the draw for today, and we have the pairing for the 4 quarterfinals for the AFC Women's Champions League 25-26 season knockout stage. Thank you very much, Rikako, for helping us, and could you please share your thoughts and your view on the draw and the pairings?
I'm so excited to play the knockout stage, and we definitely want to win the title.
Indeed, I believe that's the goal for every club here, and we wish Tokyo Verdy Beleza, as well as all other participating clubs, the very best of luck in the knockout stage. Thank you very much once again, Rikako, and now I will hand the floor back to Alex.
Thank you, Jessie, and thank you, Rikako. Let's give them both another well-deserved round of applause. And now, allow me to quickly recap the results of the knockout stage draw. In quarterfinal 1, we have Melbourne City FC against PFC Nassaf. Quarterfinal 2, Tokyo Verdy Beleza against Stallion Laguna FC. In quarterfinal 3, Nagoyan Women's FC against Ho Chi Minh City Women's FC. And finally, in quarterfinal 4, Wuhan Jiangda FC Women's FC against Suwon FC Women. Remember, these exciting quarterfinal matches will be played on the 28th and 29th of March, so mark the dates down in your calendar and get ready to watch all the action as they battle it out for a place in the Final 4. In the meantime, you can follow the AFC's digital channels and the AFC Live app for all the latest updates from the competition. As always, we wish all our participating teams the very best, and to everyone who has tuned in today, thank you and see you soon.